So just a quick, I always say that, video regarding, not a quick video, a video regarding our programming. So I thought it'd be refreshing just to say that we've kept this progressive, okay? And I can explain to you how. So in January, we worked on building our base strength. We worked on several patterns, which were very, very similar throughout the 4 weeks. And there was a real good emphasis on some pushing and pulling. In addition to this, we worked single leg strength. We worked specifically on some split squats, and how we progressed that during those 4 weeks was we challenged ourselves by position. So I think we started with a goblet squat and we progressed onto an overhead squat. By the week 5, we've gotten to an overhead squat variation of each movement. We also included some running. So Thursday was specifically started with a 400 meters or a 200 meters run either side, and we progressed and progressed and progressed during that month till we got to a decent distance with a Metcon in the middle. We then moved into February. Now in February, we worked, first things first, I just need to say thank you to Jade because she gave me inspiration for February with her squat challenge, thank you very much. But we worked on a little bit more in our bilateral squat. We were very more deliberate in making sure there was lots of air squatting, goblet squatting, etc. in the program. When it comes to our upper body though, we carried over what we already knew, and we worked also additionally on some stability work, Turkish get-ups, kettlebell windmills, that type, which is going to help our shoulder strength and our shoulder health. Moving swiftly on from that, we worked on some other movement patterns. I can't remember what that said, but we also worked some single leg jumps. We worked on our jumping lunges, something that we would already know. We progressed our running, and hopefully today, if it is Thursday at the moment, hopefully today we've just hit our 5K time, which is hopefully a pretty good time, maybe beating our previous best. Now, we're about to move into March, so I have to be honest and say that I knew we wouldn't be open in, I just didn't feel in my heart that we'd be open in March. I did think it'd be April. I hoped earlier than the 12th, but it is what it is. And we're going to move on to our March programming. So hopefully you can't really see the board from what I can see here, but mine's not great, but if you can, great. The first one, our first focus, we're going to have 4, is kettlebell complexes or dumbbell complexes. So first things first, if you haven't got one, you need one. So get in contact with us, you need a kettlebell or dumbbell if you want to follow our programming. There is reason for doing it, so don't just swap it out for something else. The first one being that we're going to work on our capacity. Basically, we want the kettlebell off the floor for all the movements for as long as we can. So even if it's 10 reps of kettlebell swings into 10 snatches into 10 cleans into 10 jerks, and then do on the other side. I want you just to not even put it down. Just keep moving through, working on that capacity, trying to work on those skills. With that comes fatigue and building patterns through lots of volume. So it's higher skill, which makes it more challenging for us, okay? We also will include some more higher skill as we get more fluent in the movements, such as proper snatch, full snatches, and full clean and jerks. The second thing we're going to focus on, which I'm going to have to say deters from the running a tiny bit, is our jumping and landing. Okay, so with jumping and landing, they're they're movements we do all the time, but actually there's something we should be really practicing as well. We need to integrate jumping and landing first to build tolerance. If any of you remember when you first started, you probably did 3 or 4 sessions, maybe got some box jumps, maybe got some snatch and clean jerk. Next thing you know, you've got sore knees, sore ankles, sore everything, okay? We need to build that tolerance. We can't do 5 runs a week and do jumping and then not really understand why we've got sore knees, okay? It doesn't work like that. And actually, the jumping is important at some points in our training because we want to, with jumping and landing, it specifically builds speed and power, which in turn carries over into our Olympic weightlifting, aka the stuff we do a lot when we're in the gym. Obviously, Sam's lot or the Olympic lifters are going to have a great deal of experience in this. We're going to start as if we haven't. So we're going to start with some depth jumps and move progress on through the variations as we go. So just to repeat, jumping and landing to improve our weightlifting. The next component is are gymnastics. So we've done a lot of gymnastics to a certain degree, body weight skills, okay? And core work, we've done a lot of core work, but we've not specifically worked on, let's say, just call it what it is, CrossFit gymnastics, okay? So we've not worked on our toaster bar, we've not worked on our hollow rocks, or things like that. Now is the right time, when we're only a month away from being back in the gym, to start to focus on that. I'll tell you the reason I didn't program it early on is because for lots of people, they just don't enjoy it unless they're in a box, okay? But the problem is now, we've got a month now where we want to be able to do those things when we get back, so we need to have a focus on it, guys. Don't be if you are able to do pike handstand push-ups, etc., wall walks, whatever, don't just fob it off. This is the right time to get these skills in. We want to make sure we're able to do those skills when we get back. And our core work will move more towards V-ups, hollow rocks, arch rocks. You don't know what they are, don't panic. Knees to elbows holding a kettlebell, and toes to bar using a broomstick or whatever you can get hold of. That's going to mean that we're in a great position to come back into the gym. Our last focus is going to be the open, okay? The open does actually mean something to me. I, up to recently, loved CrossFit. I still love CrossFit. I just don't like Metcons as much. If I'm honest, conditioning, running. Anyway, it does mean a lot to me. It's part of, it kind of instills what we're looking for. It's what's right in CrossFit. There's lots of which was going wrong, but this is what's right, okay? It breeds community, okay? You are part of something bigger. That is part of the CrossFit community, okay? So that's what we want to be doing when we get back to the gym. So it's our opportunity to be part of something, okay? Which is what we, as I say, we want. It's specific, the nature of the way we'll program this is it's specific to classes. We'll have a warm-up, we'll have preparation for the open workout, and then we'll do the open workout. And that will come every Friday, guys, because it'll be announced every Thursday. The joy of this is that we can include one thing that hopefully you've all stepped back from to a certain degree, and that's intensity. This is our time to go hard or go home, or you're already at home, so go hard, okay? We want to improve or push that intensity that we would when we're surrounded by other people, when we're all in pain in the gym, okay? And if it's once a week, that's not too much to ask you, I don't think, guys. So that's basically our programming. Once we get through this, okay, hopefully we'll be on some outside classes, and we'll move through some more progression from here. But yeah, this is going to get us up to when we're just a couple of weeks away from the gym, guys.